Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, there is a video that has gone viral that is circulating at least on Black YouTube and TikTok, and it's about this white woman talking to Ashley Gonzalez. You will remember that Ashley Gonzalez is the Hispanic woman, the Latino, that lost her job in Houston, Texas for using an N word and talking about how much she hated us and how much she enjoyed saying the N word and how much peace it brought her to say the N word. So the white woman got on TikTok and responded to that video. And I know that this sounds mean, but I wish that more white people would do this. I wish that more white people would let these people know who are not white that they are not going to be white no matter how racist they are, and they're going to lose their jobs and worse, is what the white woman said to Ashley Gonzalez, because she is not a white woman no matter how much she wants to be, no matter how much she's not Black. And they think, a lot of people think, if they're not a Black American descendant of slavery, that they can somehow slide into the white community, assimilate, and be accepted. And it's not true. Not for the Asians, not for the Hispanics, not for the Indians, not for the Africans, not for anybody. You have to be from Europe to be accepted. And you really need to be from England or Spain or France or Germany or Belgium or some of those countries, not on the peripheral where your skin has gotten dark. Arabs have to learn that the hard way. They're not accepted either. They can get in, they can slide in by trying to act like a white person. But you let white folk get mad at them and you see what happens. And this video this white woman made really sounded, it really wasn't mean. She was just talking facts to a Latino woman who thinks that she can pass for white, and she can't. And really, that's what the white woman was saying. I'll pin the video to the comment section of this video so you can see it for yourself. I don't think that YouTube looks favorably on a person saying something like that, because the white woman was just, well, the white woman wasn't being harsh. She was just being factual, because somewhere out there, a woman like Ashley Gonzalez is chasing an acceptance she was never going to receive. And the person who finally tells her the truth is a white woman who isn't trying to be cruel. The white woman is not necessarily trying to be cruel. She's just being honest about how identity works in America. And this is not about attacking Ashley, although she did attack Black people. But this is about a pattern where someone believes that if they align themselves hard enough with whiteness, they'll eventually be embraced as part of it. But whiteness in America is not a personality trait. It's not a vibe. So imagine this moment. Ashley is sitting across from a white woman she respects, someone she thinks sees her as an equal, maybe even as an honorary member of the group she's trying to blend into. And this woman looks at her and says something that stops her cold, not as an insult, not as a threat, but as a reality check. You are not going to be accepted as white. That's not how this works. And suddenly the room gets quiet, because that sentence isn't about race as an attack. It's about race as a structure. See, here's the truth. There are white women who will openly tell you that whiteness is not a club you can audition for. It's not a reward for loyalty. It's not something you get promoted into because you distance yourself from your own community. To them, whiteness is lineage. Like we say FBA is lineage. It's ancestry. It's inheritance. And they will gatekeep it with a level of confidence that shocks people who thought assimilation was a strategy. Ashley represents a mindset we've seen many times. If I align myself with whiteness, she thinks, I'll be protected by it. But the people she's trying to impress are the same people who will remind her, gently or bluntly, that she is still seen as Hispanic, no matter how she behaves. Now, here's the real lesson, and it's the part that stings. But the white woman in this video wasn't trying to hurt Ashley, I don't think. She's trying to help her stop chasing something that was never designed to include her. She's saying it does not matter how much you hate black people. You can pretend that whiteness is an identity you can step into, but you cannot. And that's the lesson. It's not cruelty, it's not exclusion, it's the truth. But this comes up a lot with Latino people. People who believe proximity to whiteness equals safety. People who think adopting certain politics will grant them acceptance. People who assume that distancing themselves from their own culture or somebody else's, like black people maybe, will earn them a new one, a new culture. But assimilation has limits, and those limits are enforced by the very people they are trying to impress, the white people. So the white woman in the video isn't just talking to Ashley Gonzalez. She's talking about all of the people who are not white who think that they can assimilate into white by being mean and hateful and discriminatory towards black people. Whiteness is not an identity you can perform your way into. And chasing it will only lead you to a door that was never going to open. And that's a lesson for those people. The real power and the real dignity comes from standing in your own identity without begging for someone else's. And if people like Ashley ever have that conversation with white people who really will tell them the truth, I hope they will listen. Interestingly enough, the Black Americans who are identifying as FBA are having this same conversation with Black immigrants. They are telling them, you cannot stay here long enough to be a foundational Black American. It is a lineage. You have to be born into it. You can't just work your way into it, or you can't stay in America long enough to be a foundational Black American. You're either one or you're not. They are having an almost identical conversation with Black immigrants, and they are not taking it well. But the problem came in with Hispanics and Asians. They used to identify as white. They used to just mark white on forms, and their identity was white American because white people weren't checking for them like that. But when white people realized, when the grassroots, regular, everyday white people realized they were passing for white, they were saying, oh, hell no, you're not white. You came from China. You came from Japan. You came from Korea. You came from Mexico. You came from El Salvador. You came from Guatemala. You're not white. And that is where this problem started. So they think if they go around white people and call us the N word and start saying derogatory things about us, that will earn them the right to be white. And as their white people are telling them, you can't earn your way into it. You have to be born into it. And that's the way it should be. That's because that's their lineage. See, in America, either you're black or you're white. We are supposed to be the bottom caste. And so then they come in and they try to latch on to white, and then they'll say the N word, and they say the all kinds of monkeys and chimps and all that kind of stuff, thinking that they're impressing white people, but they're not. White people do that, but that's for them. And see, these white people, these other races of people get around white people, and white people talk about us, and they think, well, we're gonna talk about the black people too. Yeah, you can talk about the black people, but it's still not gonna put you in the white race. Just like that Somali guy was talking, oh, we're the white people, we're related to the Jews and the Arabs and the this one and the that one, and we are the darkest of the Caucasian people. Well, the darkest of the Caucasian people are called the N word. Okay? But anyway, y'all, let me know what you think about the video. Have a good day.